You're welcome to another edition of my program called Health Talk with Queen Nikki. What's going to be our topic for today? Our topic for today is one of the most asked questions. Like I always say, that this year I'm going to be bringing what question people ask me in my inbox. If you want to ask me question, go to my inbox on www.healthtalkqueen@gmail.com. That's my email, or you slide into my main account on TikTok called Health Talk Queen, or my business account Health Talk Queen backup page, or Instagram Health Talk Queen, or YouTube Health Talk Queen 1. Okay, so let's go. A young lady slide into my inbox. She just I think she just finished her high school, and she had to stop a little bit. Before I start, she already gave me permission. She slid into my inbox and she was like, Health Talk Queen, what do I do to become a pediatric nurse? Okay. And I was so excited. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do a video to explain, because, TikTok voice note, there's limitation, is always cutting off, but I'll do a video to explain. Okay. So here is the video, my beautiful princess. Okay. So now, if you want to be a pediatric nurse, but I would say nurse general, you have to look for a school that is accredited for nursing school. I've done several videos which I copy some of them to you to go watch, but this one I will just summarize in a little bit of time that I have. Okay, so go to a community college which is cheaper. Go there, or better still, a university, but I would recommend community college because it's cheaper. Now, do your prerequisites. If you're international student, like let's say you went to school in Nigeria or any African country, you're coming to the United States, you're gonna take a placement test. A placement test. After the placement test, then you will now go ahead and start from where they placed you to continue nursing school. Okay, now you will now do your prerequisites. Prerequisites, you have a lot of things to take under nursing for your prerequisites. Once you finish your prerequisites, which can take between, depending on how fast you can go, maybe you are taking weekend there, or full course, or full-time, or a part-time student, depending. Once you finish your prerequisites, then you apply into nursing school. Some colleges are very good. They have nursing school in that school, so you can apply in that community college, or you can transfer your credit to university. Now, at university, depending, you can do accelerated program, or you can do like full-time, depending on your schedule on and how you can assimilate. Okay, you apply. Once you take your placement test, you apply, you start your nursing school. But now this is where it gets tricky. Make sure that school is accredited. Do your research, please. We have so many schools that are not accredited out there. Make sure they still have the accreditation to put you to take the NCLEX exam, which is the board exam. Okay, so now let's continue. Once you start the nursing school, you finish nursing school, which can take between 3 to 4 years, depending. Like I said, I don't want to put years into it. Once you finish, then you can proceed to take your board exam. After you've taken your there's this thing they are doing now, because I did my years ago, but there is a placement that your school you have to take. Then they will give you permission to go take the test, NCLEX exam. Okay, so once you get that slip, you will go ahead and take the exam. So now, once you finish taking the exam, you will have your license in the state where you are about to practice. Okay, now we have compact state, and we have states that they are not compact. I'll use mine as an example. DC is non-compact. Washington DC is not compact, and I work in DC, right? Okay, but Maryland is compact state. So if you have Maryland license, you can work in Virginia. It's fine. You can use the same license to work in Virginia. But if you work in DC, you have to get DC license. So check your state where you want to get your license. Make sure if it's compact and non-compact. Once you get your license, now this is where it gets fun. choose your specialty, which is pediatric. Okay, so now you look for any hospital that are employing new graduate nurse, okay, and then you start your career from there. Now, as a pediatric nurse, you can work in any floor. You can work in med-surg in pediatric, you can work in NICU pediatric, you can work in short stay pediatric, you can work in oncology, which is cancer pediatric, you can work in which one that one heart and kidney in pediatric. Any, they have different OR, different doctor office, school nurse under pediatric. Okay, so once you get it, that what's it called, a specialty ready, then you can continue your nursing career over there. And I also want to encourage you that you don't have to stop in associate degree. You can proceed to get your BSL, which is preferable. You can work and get your license as associate degree, but it's recommended best to get your bachelor degree in nursing. Once you get your bachelor degree in nursing, then you can now continue to take satisfy exam to satisfy you to be a pediatric nurse. Okay, then you can proceed to get your master degree, and then you work your way to your doctorate degree and nurse practitioner as a pediatric nurse practitioner. I hope this helped, okay? But remember, don't get intimidated. Don't let people scare you and say, oh, pediatric nurse, they are like, too much stress. You have to deal with the parent, you deal with the baby. No, it's passion. If you have passion for children, you love kids, like myself, I love children. In fact, I call myself kid ambassador. I love children. So you will know your passion. But hey, friendly reminder, if you don't have patience for children, please, that is the wrong field for you to go to. You can go to a different one. See, that's why I always tell people nursing is so diverse. They have different branches that you can do. You just have to look for the one that is suitable for you, and the best way to get that is do nursing assistant in various fields. Be open to learning, and then from there, where you are doing nursing assistant, you will grab it if you really like that profession or not. It will give you the basic before you decide, because nursing is not a joke. Nursing is not for the weak. Nursing is for people who love what they are doing, very hardworking, patient, who have passion and compassionate to work and care for the sick people, including the older, the elder, and also children. Okay, so I hope this helped. If it helped, let me know. Slide back into my inbox and I can further explain to you. But I can see your passion. From the way I interact with you, I can see that you really want to do nursing, but you know what? Good luck. And guess what? If you decide to be a pediatric nurse, I can be your mentor. That's what I love to do, okay? I can be your mentor. I can allow you to speak to beautiful pediatric nurse out there that I already mentored and that